a fake news story in the form of a video document has been going around on the internet and social media, attributing to the Cameroonian Defense and Security Forces heinous act of extrajudicial execution perpetrated on civilians. Obviously, this is another instance of gross misinformation whereby the alleged facts have nothing to do with the work of the Defense and Security Forces within the framework of the mission entrusted to them. In this vein of overt conspiracy, the video that is currently going around is nothing but an unfortunate attempt to distort actual facts and intoxicate the public. Its sincerity can be easily questioned with regard to the factual elements contained in this horrible trick play with voices causally affixed to visual sequences. Let me share with you some incongruous elements about this video which were analyzed by experts during the preliminary authentication procedures. The military staff involved in this operation visibly have the same phenotype, though the Cameroonian army is a national army that brings together all sociological components of the nation. Moreover, as it is customary in the intervention protocols of our army, operations are carried out without any consideration of ethnic or sociological background. The clothing element being fundamental in the identification of an army in relation with the geographical environment, a close examination of this video shows that the men involved wear colorful uniform meant for the operation in the forest, while the landscape and terrain clearly indicates that they are in the Sahelo-Saharan zone. It is crystal clear that to date, the combat uniforms used by the Cameroonian army in such circumstances are of the Saharian type. In addition, and still with regard to clothing as an identifier of the armed forces, the individual equipment of the Cameroonian soldiers engaged in that area are standard combat suits, namely heavy helmets, bulletproof vest, and Rangers boots. This is obviously not the case of the people in the video. The weapons displayed by the alleged soldiers presented in the video are not those used by the Cameroonian army in this area of operation. One of the men, calling himself Master Caporal Shosho Sisigon, does not wear any sign indicating his rank. On the other hand, the design of the parachute crates presented is not in conformity with the one used by the Cameroonian army. As you can see, there is no doubt about the deceptive nature of this sham. No doubt. Nevertheless, and despite the irrefutable nature of the evidence that I have just presented you, the head of state has ordered the opening of an investigation, thorough investigation, as per usual practice. I seize this opportunity to remind all of you of the professionalism of the Cameroonian Defense and Security Forces, who receive a solid military and law enforcement training and who are permanently imbued with the imperative of compliance with the laws and regulations of the Republic, human rights and international convention to which Cameroon is party. It goes without saying that the Cameroonian Defense and Security Forces involved in the counter-terrorism operation on the national territory are today being targeted by those who, after being defeated in the field of operation and without any support from the population and increasingly isolated on the international scene, are attempting by means of such maneuver to discredit them, undermine their morale, and cause their demobilization. Faced with such a plan, the government of the Republic vehemently denounces this collusive approach of the enemy of the nation. Renew its full confidence in the National Army and Security Forces and assures them of the unfailing support of the entire nation. The head of state hails the support of the international community for the struggle of the Cameroonian people against the terrorist threat and for the stability of the nation. The President of the Republic expresses his appreciation for the action of the multinational joint task force and all the frontline countries involved in the fight against Boko Haram, as well as for the excellent cooperation between the Federal Republic of Nigeria and Cameroon for the sake of security and stability in our two countries. The head of state, His Excellency Paul Biya, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, reiterate his determination to defeat terrorism wherever it occurs, especially in the national territory, in strict compliance with the laws and regulations of the Republic and in line with the international instrument to which Cameroon has freely consented. This is a very important communication I wanted to deliver in this language. I express gratitude and thanks.